Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Lee Gerstmann and I have another record review for you. Well, a double record review in fact. The idea I got because a guy named Eduardo Santos, he's in a group called Kiss 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 and Metal Hard Rock, which is Bill Wang's group, and it's a really good group. If you're into Kiss and you're into hard rock and metal, you'll dig it. Bill's a really cool guy. And Eduardo is also a really cool guy. And so Eduardo has done different album battles just to see people's opinions, and I think it's a good idea. And this one sort of caught my interest, and so I decided why not? I'd do my opinion on which album is better after I review both of them. And the albums are Rainbows Straight Between the Eyes and Led Zeppelin's Coda. So I'm going to do it where I'm going to talk first about Rainbow and then Led Zeppelin and then give you my overall opinion. Well, I had known of Rainbow's album, and the only song that I had heard at that time was Stone Cold. But since then I heard the album, and so now I'm able to give my opinion on it. Okay, the first song, Death Valley Driver. If this is supposed to capitalize on Deep Purple's Highway Star, it's just a little bit too much like that, so it's best to listen to either that one or this one. It's the kind of song to crank loud when you're on the highway. It's a pretty good rocking song. And then Stone Cold, my favorite song on the album. This would be what I play on a date with a really sexy supermodel while drinking champagne in the back of a limousine. That is, if I was able to convince her I was Joe Lynn Turner. And then Bring on the Night, Dream Chaser. The guitar part is great on this. I'd love to see Olivia Newton-John dance to this song on a video. Not sing it, but dance to it. And then Tight Squeeze. This sounds like a Deep Purple throwaway. It's not my favorite on here. And then Tearing Out My Heart. I could hear Bad Company do this. It's not my very favorite, but I don't dislike it. And then Power. A bit too filler for my taste. Like a Foreigner song during their most commercial period, but they still tried to rock a little bit. And then Mistreated. Filler. It tries too hard to be a heavier version of Stone Cold, and it doesn't come close to touching that song. And then Rock Fever. This sounds kind of like Judas Priest, and that's cool. I can dig this. It's a pretty good song. And then Eyes of Fire. This is too dramatic and technical without feeling. It could have been a lot better, but I'm not a fan of how it was arranged. Okay. Well, with Led Zeppelin, I was a completist. I pretty much had everything that they did on album because they were my favorite group. And so I just pretty much bought all of their stuff. So I'm very familiar with Coda. And I heard it again for this review. And so this is what I think. The first song, We're Gonna Groove, it's interesting and good if you're playing it loud and chugging beer. One of the best songs on here. And then Poor Tom. It's a weird song, and I never thought it should have had acoustic guitars. It would have been a lot better full-blown electric. I don't really like it. And then I Can't Quit You Baby. I like this version a lot better than the original studio version. It rocks. And then Walter's Walk. It's an odd one. I like it, but I think it's filler. So it's good filler, if you know what I mean. And then Ozone Baby. It could have worked on Houses of the Holy. I like it. Probably one of the better songs on here. And then Darlene. This could have been done in the original Fleetwood Mac group when they were a blues band with Peter Green. It's a good jam. And then Bonzo's Montreux. John Bonham is one of my favorite drummers, and the idea of hearing a solo like this should be great, but I don't think it's one of his better solos, so it's okay, but not fantastic. And then the last song, Wearing and Tearing. this is pretty good. One of the better songs on here. A good coda to the album Coda. Okay, so I measured it, and I would have to say that Coda had 6 songs that I enjoyed pretty much. And the Rainbow album had more like 3 songs that I really dug. And so I would have to say that percentage-wise makes me teeter towards more Coda by Led Zeppelin. But if you like the Rainbow album, that's totally fine. It's just a matter of apples and oranges. I just happen to like this apple more than the orange. Well, okay. I just wanted to do that review, and I hope, Eduardo, that you dig it, and Bill Wang, I hope you dig it too, because you're the head of the group in which it was responsible for me finding out about this album battle and then doing my review on it. Okay, well, take care everyone. Cheers.